What's up, everybody? Um, I touched on this before, but um, you know how, like I said in like a vulnerable video that I had maybe a week or two ago, where I said I have good days and I have bad days. Today's a bad day. Um, I didn't want to get out of bed. And now I'm getting dressed to go to the gym so that I can try to work this out of my head while I use my energy. Um, but that being said, like, no, today's not a good day. You're gonna have days that are not good days. I don't know what you guys do, but I push through them. Is that the best thing to do? I don't know. But I push through my days so that I can keep going. Because if not, I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. But today is not a good day. I didn't wake up with a good day. Um, it's just not a good day. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, if you ever had that experience, but and this is normal for weight loss. Not to mention the other things that may be going on in my life, but like this is the up and down cycle um, of the weight loss. People think that, oh, you should feel great because you've lost all this weight, which is great, um, but you still have the underlying depression, you have the underlying body dysmorphia or whatever it is. It's no joke. Like, I woke up, I finally got out of the bed. I laid there for an hour, just like, yeah, I don't want to do anything. I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, I look disgusting. I look like I'm gained a bunch of weight and everything else. So what do? I jump on the scale an extra day other than my one time a week to see if I was crazy or not. And I'm crazy because it's the same freaking weight. So I didn't gain the weight, but I sure hell look like I did. To me, when I look in that mirror. That's why I'm saying you guys should take photos if you have any kind of body dysmorphia or anything to that effect. Take the photos. Like I said, this is an ongoing issue, and I might not ever get rid of it. It may never happen. So for all those happy days of me losing the weight and everything else, there's these days like this where I feel like shit. I really do. It's not a good day. I might read my Bible here in a little bit. And I'll probably go to the gym first so that I can get the juices flowing, so to speak, and then so I can get my day pumped and ready to go, and then from there I might read the Bible a little bit and do different things, but yeah. When I said there was going to be bad days and good days, and you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do for your bad day to hopefully make it good, this is what I do. I'll go to the gym. Because it's not good for me to just lay in that bed. Because if I lay in that bed, I'll just lay in that bed all day, and then I won't get up and do anything. And then that could lead to another day of not wanting to do anything and not go to work. and things like that. And it's just one thing after another. It can cause a negative chain reaction. So, it is what it is. I mean, this is how I deal with it. I'm trying to deal with it the best way that I can, um, so that I can get through the day. It's just, ooh, excuse me. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say to that effect, but um, I mean, I do take one depression med. Um, it's not what I use it for. I use mine for craving control, but one of the labeled uses is for depression. So um, we're kind of using it as like a double whammy to help, but other things with the GLP, like we're working so I don't lose too much hair. We're doing like hair treatments and stuff like that. Well, with the hair treatments, the drugs that they use for that can cause depression as well. So, and it can cause like suicidal thoughts and things like that. So like it's a double-edged sword. That's why I prefer naturals. A lot of natural stuff. Hair vitamins, collagen, vitamin K, vitamin E. I'm trying to think of what else. Collagen, sometimes A, C, and E they say for hair. You can use like castor oil or batana oil, which will knock out the DHT. I think it's DHT or DDT, whatever it is, so that your hair will actually, the follicle will start to regrow. So, like, I try to use that. It's just, it's one thing after another. You're trying to treat one thing, and then the side effect of that could be 3 other things, and it just sucks. Like I said, it sucks. Will I get better? Yeah, I can say that. I'll have a good day. Probably in the next day or two, I'll probably have a really good day. It just seems how it goes. But I do have my share of bad days too, and I just thought I'd share it with you just because, yeah. I figure I should share the good with the bad, some of the bad things that happen. And today is a day. So like I said, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go and try to build the endorphins in my body so that maybe I'll get a little bit of serotonin going and different things working in my brain, and I start to feel better today. But right now I feel like crap. I don't want to do anything. And time is precious here on earth, so I need to be able to do something. So I need to feel good while I'm doing it. So yeah. That being said, I will let you guys go. It's a little shorter of the video, but I just thought I'd come out and say that here I am. I'm having a bad day today. And it can happen. It's allowed to happen. You're allowed to have bad days. You can have bad days. It's just that you don't want to keep piling them on one after another. And then you have 7 bad days in a row. You don't get out of your bed. You don't get out of your room. You just let yourself go. Whatever it is. Like, it can chain react. So just be careful of that. Be aware of that. I know that if I don't get out of that bed, I'm not going to get out of that bed today. So that's why I'm up. I went and through the motions, ate a little bit of breakfast, things like that. Now I'm going to go to the gym. And I'm going to go burn some calories, make some sweat, everything else. So hopefully that my body will feel better and I can function the rest of today and be okay. It's bad. I don't know about you guys, but like you're gonna have to find your niche that you're gonna need that helps you with this. It might be talking to somebody. It might be reading the Bible. It might be reading a book. It might be working out like I do. But whatever it is, man, just do it so that you can get out of this funk. Because you don't want to be in this funk. It's not a good place to be. I don't wish it on anybody. It's not a good environment. You don't want to be here. So, I think that being said, I'm gonna end this video, and until the next time, I will talk with you guys later. I think I might do a video on. I might start doing videos for like how I food prep for the week. What's the cost of that? To show you like one day of eating out. I mean, so you get Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever. One day of that, depending on which restaurant you go to, you're gonna be spending $30 to $50. So, with that same $30 to $50, I could show you like what I do for meal prep a week and budget that in, and you will see it's crazy, but it works. And I think if you see it, if people see it, they will understand it better. Like, and I thought about eventually, like, say buy $20 worth of food at McDonald's to show you like what $20 of food there is compared to what $20 of budget prep grocery store shopping is. So that is going to be one of my new things that I'm going to try to do, just to show people. Because once you see it, it's quite the eye opener for me. I was like, whoa, okay, so I can spend $20 to $30 on Uber Eats, or I can spend $20 to $30 on groceries. And I'll have meals for the whole week, sometimes with that $20 to $30. So even in today's economy. So, and then you can be like, oh, Paul, I don't cook all the time. I don't want to cook all the time. There's days where I just want to eat out. I understand that, but I'm just going to show you ways of I can start to show you guys ways of different things. I mean, I always have protein bars on board. I always have protein shakes on board, just because if I need to not cook a meal, I can grab one of those. Boom, done. And you're going to be like, well, that's cheating. It's not cheating. It's, I don't want to cook, but I don't want to spend money on unnecessary fast food that's going to be more calories than what you put in your body or what you should be putting in your body. And I just want to, I need something, and I just don't want to cook, or whatever. So grab me a protein bar or grab me a protein drink, and or a couple protein bars, whatever, whatever you need to do, and be done. It gives you that protein, and you don't have to cook, and you save money because you're not going to Uber Eats or whatever. So that would be a segment that I am going to try to do, just because it helped me along the way. Meal prepping and spending money and seeing what $30 at a grocery store might get you for meals per week versus what $30 a meal at McDonald's might get you or wherever. So that is one of the things that is going to be coming down the pipe from me, just so that you guys can see that as well. But until next time, I will holler at you guys later. I am going to go to the gym. All right, see you guys.